Newcastle signed Trippier from Atletico Madrid, marking their first marquee signing since their new ownership, since that takeover of the team. They have been linked with other players. Samuel Umtiti is another player that's getting a lot of rumors. Who's part of the rumor mill of a player that Newcastle might go after from Barcelona. And Ramsey's another name I'm hearing a lot from Juve on a loan to Newcastle. And I'm also hearing that they might even go for Bale from Real Madrid for 20 million pounds. All these signings sound interesting. I'm very excited. I think Newcastle is going to be the most busy team in this transfer window. We'll see how busy they get, but they already signed one, Kieran Trippier. They definitely got to make moves to stay in the top flight, to stay in the Premier League. They are currently 18th place, 2 points away from safety, so not too far from safety. If they're able to, have a healthy influx of talent to this team, they should be able to stay in top flight. And it starts with Kieran Trippier. He's a great right back that could play left back, as we've seen with England. So it's a good signing. He's 31, 32 years old. He's still got a lot to give. He played decent with Atletico Madrid. He helped them win La Liga last year. He made the trip to the Euros last year. So he's a good quality player. England international. Good to have England internationals when you play in England. It's always good to have national team players on your team. And if they're able to get Umtiti, maybe really shore up that defense, add Aaron Ramsey to that midfield. We'll see what Bale has, if he's able to, raise himself again to that level if he returns to England. He had a stint with Tottenham, but it wasn't the best, and he was playing for Mourinho, a more defensive coach. So we'll see who they signed. But I think this is Newcastle's what we gotta look forward to this transfer market window. Newcastle, since their takeover, this is what we've been waiting for, that first transfer market, to see how big of a push they were gonna make. And I think Trippier is good. It's a good it's a good start point. I'm still, waiting for that big splash. I don't know if it's gonna happen. I think none of these moves are really big splashes. The one that's been linked, Umtiti would be nice. Aaron Ramsey would be cool. Bale is probably the biggest name, but it's not the same Bale that we've all known throughout his career or, at his peak. So we got to see if they make a big splash. I think maybe the big splash will come in the summer once, they're saved and, prospects could be assured that they'll have the whole full season to make, their impact on this team. Now, with the uncertainty of the relegation, some teams might not want to send their players there. But we'll see. I think Trippier is a good start. And if they're able to get one of these other players like Umtiti, Aaron Ramsey, Bale, that would be good for them. That would be good for the league. I'm excited to see how this ends up 1, 2, 3 years from now. If we look back and we're like, all right, Kieran Trippier, you were the start. Kind of like how Robinho, in my opinion, was one of the starts to the city. A lot of people think it was Aguero, but Robinho was one of the first ones that got there. Obviously, Trippier is not that marquee name that Robinho was at the time. Maybe Bale will be that name for them. We'll see who it is, but I still don't think they've signed that player where 2-3 years from now we look back and we're like, all right, that was the guy that helped them really make that transition. So I'm excited to see if they do it this transfer window, if they do it in the summer. It's gonna be interesting to see. It's nice. It's interesting to see another big player in the transfer market. It's like you gotta think about all these other teams and Newcastle, even though they're in 19th place. But we just gotta keep an eye on it. It's fun to see Kieran Trippier there. We'll see who else they sign.